Uh, Good morning, Mr. Adedeji Ajadi.
Good morning.
How is your day going?
Very good. Fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How is work and family?
Fine.
First of all, let me congratulate you as the first CIIA qualified graduate in Nigeria. Congratulations to you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Can you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
Okay. Ajadi, Adedeji David is my name. I'm a chartered accountant in training and also a chartered stockbroker. Currently, I work as the acting registrar and chief executive of the Chartered Institute of Stockbrokers. Before then, I've done quite a number of things. I've worked in different segments of the economy. I've been in training. I've been in banking. I worked in the bank for about 7 years. I've been in public practice as an accountant as well, as an auditor. Now I work in a professional institute.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You are a qualified member of other great professional bodies. Can you tell us what motivated you to write CIIA examination?
Okay, several things. The first one is that looking through the content of the syllabus, you discover that it's a very, very robust and deep syllabus. I've written some other professional exams before as an accountant and also a member of CIIS. I saw that syllabus and I knew that I needed to be able to get exposed to a lot of issues there, a lot of content in that syllabus. I also love challenges. From what I saw, I knew it was going to be a challenging exam. So I decided to challenge that qualification just as part of improving myself, my knowledge, my exposure. Those are my major motivations.
All right, sir. Can you please tell us what you do and some other activities you are involved in? I mean, what you have passion for aside your current role?
Well, I love to read. I love to read generally. That's one of the things I do most. Not necessarily academic materials, but other things. I'm also active in other activities outside of work. I'm involved in other organizations. There's an investment club that I coordinate. I'm active in the PTA, Parents Association of my children's school. I'm involved in the church, active in the church. Those are other things I do. I love to watch football and play football. Those are some of the things I do.
All right. Now, how were you able to cope with your work schedule, family, and studies while preparing for the examination?
Yes, very challenging. But for anyone who has a goal to achieve, you need to be focused. You need to have a strategy for achieving your goals. That's what I did. I was very, very busy while writing this exam. A senior member of staff of my organization had a family to take care of and all of that. But I had to devise a strategy. I knew that for that exam, you needed to give it time to study, to read, to practice. So many times I used to wake up in the middle of the night, 2 hours, and do my study, or sometimes very early in the morning, 4 o'clock, do 2 or 3 hours before preparing for the office. In fact, for me, I remember when I was writing the paper 2, I was very, very busy. One of the things I did was that for about a month, I wasn't driving to the office. I would park my car at the BRT bus station, park my car and then take the BRT bus, because it would take me like an hour and a half thereabout from that bus stop to the office. I used that 1.5 hours, effectively to study in the bus while everybody was chatting away. And for a period of 1 month, that was a major time I used to prepare for my level 2, because outside of that, I hardly had any extra time. So I always advise candidates and students, you must know your own situation, your schedule, and devise a strategy that will meet your own peculiar need.
All right, sir. Yeah, what can you say about the syllabus structure and study packs while preparing for the exam?
Let me talk about the syllabus structure. Very, very flexible. There are two papers. The CIIA, you are allowed to take a paper at a time. If you like, you can combine the two. So you have that flexibility to look at your schedule and decide what you want to do. In my own case, I could only take one paper at a time because I really didn't have time to take two papers at the same time. The syllabus is very, very deep, very rich. So it's not something you can rush. It's not something you can waffle your way through and expect that by luck you'll be able to go through these exams. So you really need to give it the time, study, work hard, for you to succeed in the exam. You asked something about the study material. Very, very, very deep. A little bit high level because it assumes that you have some knowledge. Because the CIIA program is a postgraduate program. So if you are just a beginner in most of these issues, there's no way you will be able to cope with those materials. So for beginners, I would advise that they take some other elementary basic materials first before they start reading the CIIA material. Because the CIIA material assumes that you have some basic knowledge before you come for this program.
All right, sir. Yeah, I believe you must have faced with series of challenges while preparing for the examination. Can you please tell us some of your challenges and how you were able to prefer solution to them?
Well, like I told you, the greatest challenge for me was time. I work very, very from morning till sometimes very late in the night in the office. I get home. I'm a married man, have children who wanted attention also. I needed to give them their own time. So the time was the key challenge for me. I'm used to self-study. Several of my professional exams I had always read on my own, so I didn't have a problem with that. But to be able to carve out time, enough time for that. And one of the things I also did was that my weekends were largely used for study. Because during the week I could only do 1 hour thereabouts or less during the week. But Saturday, Sunday, I try to block out time, 3, 4, 5 hours at a go, to study. That was my strategy.
All right, sir. Yeah, can you please tell us your candid impression about CIIA and how the CIIA professional qualification can help you in the future?
The CIIA exam, without doubt, in my mind, is one of the most challenging exams you write. If you are in securities and investment, it's comparable to the very best that you can find anywhere in the area of securities and investment. I can guarantee you that. And I tell you, it is an exam that will bring out the best in you in terms of exposing you to relevant knowledge and skills that you need to be able to practice in this particular area. So for anyone desirous of improving themselves in the area of finance, securities, investment, risk management, I think this is the kind of exam I would recommend for you to do.
All right, sir. Yeah, what message do you have for many other Nigerian students who are willing to challenge the CIIA charter and become qualified CIIA?
I will just summarize it. It's an exam you should go for. It's challenging. Don't expect that you just go there and walk over without putting in the needed effort, and practice. I will encourage as many people as possible to go for this exam, especially as we try to bridge the gap of capacity in our environment. Unfortunately, we don't have the exposure to some of the instruments, some of the products that are taught in that exam. But you can build yourself up by studying, by reading, like some of the developed economies, derivatives, and all of these things that are there. We don't have all of those. But you see, going through this syllabus, writing this exam exposes you to the relevant knowledge and skills you need to be able to practice, not just locally but globally, anywhere in the world. If you know what is in the CIIA syllabus, you'll be relevant. You'll be able to cope with what goes on in the securities and investment market.
All right. On this note, I want to thank you for granting us this interview session. On behalf of the institute, I want to appreciate you for taking us in your office. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.